Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Jomo here, bringing you the next episode of my FIFA 15 career mode with Chelsea. In today's episode we have games against Morecambe in the FA Cup third round replay and against Newcastle in the Barclays Premier League. Performances of late have not been the best, I must admit, because we drew in the last episode we drew 0-0 away at Swansea, who at the time were sitting rock bottom and still are to this day. And that game was a game we should have won. I'm not playing well. We drew against Liverpool in the first round of the first leg of the Capital One Cup semi-final. We're hoping to turn that around and win it. We're not going to turn it around really, but we need to win it in the second leg. But first up, we have an away match against Morecambe. Hopefully, our performance will be better, and hopefully we can get a win to go into the fourth round. Otherwise, it's extra time or penalties. Hopefully, we can do that. So let's just jump straight into it. Guys, the first game in this episode, as you know, is against Morecambe. The Chelsea lineup: Stuart Courtois in goal, Seamus Coleman, Cahill, Terry, Azpilicueta make up the fullbacks, defence rather. Fabregas, Matic, Willian, Schürrle, Hazard make up the midfield, and Remy is the lone striker. Start off in this match in the opening 5 minutes or so. Schürrle runs forward and gets us off to a flying start with an absolutely fantastic volley into the top right hand corner, if you like. A fantastic goal nonetheless from Andre Schürrle. Look at that replay, absolutely brilliant. And this was obviously, this game was one we drew initially 1-1. This goal for me was the favourite goal of the match. Azpilicueta from the throw-in. I mean, you'll see it in the replay. He actually, the vision was brilliant. You know, this guy, as I said, I love this goal. Azpilicueta, was it Hazard? It was Azpilicueta. Sees the run of Fabregas, who slots it into the bottom right hand corner perfectly. Morecambe get a ball into the box, head it away, nothing made of it. Still 2-0 Chelsea at 40 minutes. Matic gets a shot away. Roach makes a good save, gets his head down to it. Remy gets the shot away, fires it wide. So we are 2-0 up at the 45-minute half-time whistle in this FA Cup third round replay. Into the second half now then. Remy gets a run onto the ball. Nothing was made of it, unfortunately, and we have a corner with Fabregas, who whips it in, and Cahill gets his head onto the end of it and makes nothing of it. And at this stage, I thought a substitution was needed, so Didier Drogba comes on for Loic Remy. And there you saw briefly, Schürrle gets his shot away. Roach, the Morecambe goalkeeper, makes a save, but Willian is there to just for the simple tap in after Roach gets up quick enough, but doesn't quite make that second save. Didier Drogba in the 80th minute seals the win, the fourth goal for Chelsea, and we are going into the fourth round of the Capital One Cup for sure. So I'm sort of saying that the initial matchup against Morecambe was a bit of a blip. And that is how the game ended pretty much. So the next game is against Newcastle United in the Barclays Premier League. The Chelsea lineup: Stuart Courtois in goal, Coleman, Cahill, Terry and Azpilicueta at the back. And that is, the lineup is pretty much the same apart from Diego Costa starts as the lone striker, coming in for Loic Remy, who didn't particularly play very well in his match in the Cup. Tim Krul starts in goal for Newcastle. Jan-Matt Williamson, Colaccini and David Santom starts at the back. Anita, Chiote, they're all in midfield. I didn't quite get the rest of the team. But Sissoko on the right hand side gets his cross in, but and Cisse gets his head on to the header where the ball just goes onto the bar. Unlucky. Newcastle probably felt they should have scored that. But as you saw there, we have a free kick that has been given. I wasn't too sure what it was given for, but it was given anyway. But Eden Hazard takes the penalty free kick and was very close to firing Chelsea in front. That just skimmed off the top of the bar. Very unlucky indeed. At this stage, 23 minutes in, Eden Hazard gets the ball, runs into the box, gets fouled, and we now have a penalty and a chance to go 1-0 up with 25 minutes played at home to Newcastle. A massive chance, because at this point I was struggling in this game, and you know, Newcastle were rock solid. They knew what they were doing. They had their lines perfect. You know, they knew what they were doing. And Eden Hazard steps up, takes the penalty. Tim Krul was very unlucky there, getting his hand to it, but Eden Hazard still scored. And Tim Krul, for me, he should have kept that out. He really should have done. He didn't do very well there at all. Not good enough. But 39 minutes in, Andre Schürrle gets the ball, goes onto a nice run from pretty much the halfway line, and doesn't quite make a shot of it. And then De Jong does exactly the same thing at the other end. And then back up the other end on the brink of half time, Tim Krul makes another fantastic save. Hazard with the corner this time around, whips it in, and Newcastle managed to clear it. And that's how the first half ended. It's Newcastle 0, Chelsea 0. 50 minutes now. And Cisse, I think that was, got his shot away. Courtois makes the save. The defenders get their feet mixed up. De Jong is there to pick up the ball and fire it in front to give Newcastle a chance, really. Andre Schürrle went off for Mohamed Salah because of a little injury. And what we've got coming up here is Willian on the ball, who somehow gets fouled. How? I don't quite know, but it is a Chelsea free kick on the 85th minute. A chance for us to steal all 3 points here against at home to Newcastle. They make a substitution as well. But Eden Hazard, we just aimed it, we took the shot, we scored it. A beautiful free kick. And I think I'm becoming a free kick specialist in the game this year. Because in previous FIFA, right back to FIFA 08, I think, FIFA 08, FIFA 09, I could not score a free kick to save my life. And in this year's game, I've scored 4 or 5 already. So I'm rather impressive. I think I'm becoming a free kick specialist, to say the least. And that is how the game ended. Chelsea picking up all 3 points at home to Newcastle in the Premier League. Next up, the final game within this episode, the second leg of the Capital One Cup semi-final against Liverpool. It's pretty much the same team once again. Oscar comes in this time around for Andre Schürrle, and Diego Costa keeps his place along with Eden Hazard. So hopefully, obviously, look, we drew this tie in the first leg, so we want to try and get a win. For Liverpool's lineup: Mignolet in goal, Johnson, Skirtle, Lovren and Jose Enrique at the back, Gerrard, Henderson, Lallana and Allen in the midfield, Daniel Sturridge, partners up front with Ricky Lambert. So in the sort of opening 3 minutes, we were the brighter team getting forward, but it was an offside decision. Great bit of play. Diego Costa now takes a shot. He should have scored that, but he got his shot away. Nothing was made of it to hit the post, obviously. And yet again, there we had yet another shot. It went out for a corner, thanks to a save from Mignolet. Hazard with the corner. Mignolet punches it out. And Diego Costa fires a shot miles wide. So, 35 minutes in now. Diego Costa runs forward and fires Chelsea in front for the match and for the tie overall. The scoreline is now 2-1 to Chelsea on aggregate. That was a beautiful goal. Took that with his right foot on the outside, and Liverpool have fallen behind in this semi-final. Seamus Coleman now runs straight to the byline, gets the ball up into the air, ready for Matic to head the ball down into the back of the net to put Chelsea into an even stronger position within this semi-final. Surely we can't lose it now. Surely the place in the final is ours against Hull or Brighton. But no. Lambert pulls Liverpool right back into this match, right from the corner on the 50th minute. And as I've just said, Liverpool are right back in it now. They're in contention because if they score, I have a feeling that they sort of go through to the final. But we obviously don't want that to happen. Diego Costa right on the 78th minute, had a glorious chance to give Chelsea the lead once again, and disappointingly, you know, Sturridge gets his head to the ball. Courtois is very unlucky, and it looks like it's 3-3. Are Liverpool going through, or are Chelsea? Is this going to be a dramatic ending to a dramatic run in the Capital One Cup? Well, guys, you can see it there for yourselves. That last minute equaliser or winner, whatever you want to call it, from Sturridge, put Liverpool into the Capital One Cup final against Hull City. I cannot believe that we had that 2-0 lead and I absolutely blew it. I just, disappointment. It was just disappointing to say the least. But, you know, that's life. It happens. We've got the FA Cup to focus on now in terms of domestics, and then we've got the Premier League also, where we're sitting in second. Next episode, we'll have 3 more games against Sunderland, Everton, and Manchester City, I believe. So thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. I'll confirm those in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And all the support is appreciated as always. And I'll see you in the next episode soon. See you later.